Institute of Politics at St. Anselm College. So, Jen, who are you with tonight?
Good evening, Josh, and hello to the candidates. I'd like you to meet Mr. Ken Shalafor, who lives in Loudoun, New Hampshire, and he has this question tonight.
What will you do to restore the conservative values New Hampshire was once known for?
Mr. Rubens, go ahead.
We can solve, I'm a problem solver. This is what I did in the state Senate. I brought bold solutions premised on core Republican values. Free markets, individual liberty, constitutionally limited government, balanced budgets. I did things like get the charter school law passed, which creates parental choice, which creates diversity and bottom-up solutions. I got electricity competition going, which has saved the state millions of dollars. I got SB 2 voting passed into law, which has increased voting turnout 5 times in the towns and schools that have adopted this method. I'd like to take the same approach, core Republican values, and build solutions on those. And this is the way we're going to turn things around. Unlike Scott, I am not looking to compromise with President Obama. We can use our core principles to provide solutions that are so strong that individuals, even in the Democratic Party, will come along and join us in supporting these proposals.
All right, let's go to Mr. Brown. Do you want me to repeat the question? How do we bring conservative values?
Thank you, Josh. We need to get our debt and deficit under control. That's the first thing we need to do, become economically independent and not rely on China and other countries. Whenever we want to do something, we have to check with them and make sure it's okay. We have to close our borders once and for all and be the America that we once knew. Be proud of a president and our senator who is, in fact, voting with that president and has failed policies 99% of the time. She's voted to not secure the borders against sending troops. She's voted also to allow people to get benefits that they're not entitled to. When you look at an energy policy, we're not energy independent. As a result, we are in fact giving money to countries that want to kill us. We have to find a way to act as Americans first, Josh. I've been a Republican. I'm actually the only one on the stage who's been a Republican their whole lives. And that being said, I want to make sure that whatever we do, we're putting our country's interests first, because we're in trouble. I'm hopeful, but we're in trouble.
Mr. Brown, thank you very much. Mr. Smith?
Well, as we found out on numerous occasions, being a Republican isn't quite enough. It's having those conservative values. And to be honest with you, right now, in Washington and in many other areas of the country, in the Senate and the House, we don't have conservative values in our leaders, and in some of the Republican leaders. And this is the reason why we're in trouble. I do not favor accommodating or working or compromising with people who want to take my liberties away, who want to take my doctor away, who want to tell me what I can have, maybe even what kind of soft drink I could have, who tell me how to educate my children and intrude into our own value system. These are our conservative values. I hear them every day when I'm out talking with the people on the street and people here in New Hampshire, but I don't hear them from our leaders in Washington. Mitch McConnell is a good example. Where's the leadership? Mitch McConnell. I hope I get the privilege of going to Washington as the next U.S. Senator from New Hampshire, and I will not vote for Mitch McConnell as the next leader, and if no one else runs against him, I'll run. But I'd like to know what my colleagues feel about that, because I believe he's part of the problem in terms of leading on our conservative values and the messages that we stand for and what we believe in.